welcome back to the channel. It's Tim Guidros with Southern States Realty. We have a really great hunting property for you today in Lorman, Mississippi. 532 acres, full of deer and turkeys, large food plots, brand new shop, great internal road system, and a 7 to 9 acre lake is being dug this week. Brent Barron and I are going to take you on a buggy ride to see what this property has to offer.
Alright, we're here at the Deer Creek, 532 acres here in Red Lick, Mississippi. It's Jefferson County. This the campsite's right here in front of us. Out here to the left. Here in the next 2 weeks, they're going to be starting. Those are guys going to be starting the project, and he's redoing all the roads through the place.
Yeah.
But he's also going to take that hollow. It's going to be a 7 to 8 acre lake.
Nice.
Yeah. So sorry about that.
Is it kind of marked out, or you got an idea of where they're going to put it?
I've got it out there. But and I'll be able to show you when you get down to the bottom. But you see those willow trees over there?
Yeah.
They're going to take those willow trees out, and it's going to extend on up that hollow up through there. So where those that drill stem is over there, that's the actual campsite. So he built this up where his campsite's right there, looking over this whole hollow. And then we got a new shed right here, shop that he's building. I'm finishing it up this week.
You tell.
Oh, you bad dog. Campsite right here up on the field. You're looking over that whole bottom. And all this stuff is 320. This property actually goes up. Bigger oak out there, comes down, and then goes straight back. So it's in a good spot. Get real artsy and do one of those like slow-mo, like camera on the gate when the sun's coming up in the morning or something. And on what they developed as a house pad right here. They took dirt, they cleared almost 10 acres all the way from the front gate in here. They made a strip all the way down the driveway where they ran power all the way right here behind us. They took dirt from there back here where they're building a new shed or shop, built this pad up, and it's already set for a new camp, a home, whatever you want. But this pad looks over this whole bottom, so we're talking about potentially a 7 to 8 acre lake. They've shot the grades and everything on it, and where all these willow trees are, all the way back to the food plot back here. All the food plots are substantial in acreage too. I think the average acreage on these food plots is like over 3 acres.
Wow.
You know, we got 2 that's around 2.5 acres. The rest are 4 acres plus. So this is going to be a fine spot for a camp one day.
Yeah, you can't beat this. This is.
Yeah, they got drop sheds going to be off of 2 sides of the shop. So you got plenty of storage for your equipment, all the attachments on the back. You got a skinning rack. You know, it's going to be, that's going to be already set up. But this is in place. You're talking about, I think he said it was like over 100 loads of dirt that he moved with a dump truck.
Yeah.
Spreading it all around in here. So, I mean, he cleared all of this down the bottom. So the lake, if I remember right, the grade shows it. The lake's gonna actually come in here. So it'll be right here up to this point below. So finished product, if you can imagine having all this water coming everywhere, obviously where it will reach, then everything else will be slicked off. You can have food plots. You can plant summer plots in here and have this around your camp to where you're sitting in there at daylight in the mornings. You're watching deer and turkeys right here. And turkeys are plentiful in this place. They've probably got 75 that we've had on camera in the last couple of weeks.
Wow.
Big time hatch this year. But you know, this is going to be a spot where you can, when this is finished, it's going to be just kind of like your own food plot, and you're sitting in the biggest box stand on the plate.
Yeah, exactly.
But the lake, if they finish the lake in here, and they should have it, you know, this summer, this is going to be special because they're going to have instead of having to go in the bottom and then go around, the levee's going to be the road.
So
this food plot's called Pac-Man. It's about 2.5 acres right now, but once they do the lake levee's going to go from right here to the point all the way back across. So you're going to have a food plot behind the levee. Use the levee to come across here instead of going in this bottom. It's just going to be kind of like the camp plot.
yeah.
And he was thinking about putting a box stand back there and then pushing the lane across the drain over here. So got a lot of stuff going on. It should be good. Standing in here, and the hardwood mix is big. Get fed in there again. Of course, all this is all 2-year-old, going on 3-year-old, planted cut over in time. Here's probably about a 50-acre cut over.
Them. I was trying to swat that down hornet. No, that was a hornet.
Oh, really?
Don't worry about them now. I'll get them.
Damn nest.
I have done that. Run over a freaking ground hornet's nest on the buggy. You will test your speed limits real quick.
They done slapped that 4-wheel drive button and all that. Those are guys going to fix this road, put some water bars on it. The thing is, this place is going to be in way better shape here in a couple of weeks, but I told him we need to get this thing online. He said, no, absolutely. So
Yeah.
I may come back and take some more pictures of the roads and stuff once they get fixed up. Wide open.
What we're doing riding around, we're gonna do everything on this. We're gonna do photos, video, but also what we're doing is kind of mapping out the property. We use OnX, MapRight. That way, if another agent needs to come show the property, they've got every single thing they need. They've got the photos, video. They can pull up the map that we can send to them, and they can just come show the property. It'll take them 2 seconds to figure out where they're going on a 500 acre property like this. So, and we do this for every listing. It's not just, you know, the big 500 acres. We do this on a 20 acre listing. in that corn, boy. That's why that's a 30-pound thing.
Mama with 6 poles. We'll try to zoom in on this thing. I was able to zoom in on my phone and get
That big is, I mean, the little turkeys are probably the size of chickens.
yeah.
So this food plot's called persimmon, for this persimmon tree right here. But mine just got a shooting house, about a 6 by 8 foot shooting house with 2 chairs in it. This food plot, they said they've seen over 20 deer in it, up to 30 deer in an evening. But it's about 4 acres. They got a gravity protein feeder under the 2 water oaks there, and a spin cast feeder. And deer, turkeys are in here every day. Food plots, they clipped them a few weeks ago, but we've had so much rain, everything's growing so fast. But a lot of clover in here. So we'll come back and spray it, get it ready for the fall again. But this is a jam up spot for sure.
I'm gonna get you to wear them snake boots one of these days.
Dude, I forget them. Like, since I haven't been cruising too much, I forget them.
When I stepped 3 feet away from that rattlesnake that time, and I didn't own snake boots.
Next day.
The very next day, I went and bought snake boots.
To see, like, persimmon trees, you know, they're what you call dioecious. So for that to produce fruit, there's got to be another one within a considerable distance because it's got to pollinate it. But
Right.
they said there's been fruit on it before, so, and it could be on that wood line. It could be, hopefully they can cut it down.
So in addition to food plots, all your box stands, everything is as turnkey as it gets. You also have a creek.
Right next to this big, pretty hard wood line.
Turkey heaven. So we've kind of been riding around the south side of the property, showing you that. We just looked at the creek that borders the whole west side of the property. So we're gonna head back up, look at some more food plots and box stands. How many plots we got left to see?
So it's 5 total large plots, and we've seen 1, 2. So we got 3 left, and then there's the one up there that's gonna be by the camp. So 6 total, I guess. That's when that gets fixed, that'll be a fine bridge. That damn
Bridge getting redecked.
bridge there will be expensive improvements because that lumber is 3 inches thick, 12 inches wide, and it is all treated. And it's expensive. Be a good. I mean, that'll put your access all the way through the door.
Yeah.
But you can still get to it around. You just gotta go make a loop. So the whole place used to be like this. Big pine timber mixed in it. I think it was about 15 years ago they killed a deer off here that's close to 200 inches. Yep.
Stop right here. What's this you calling? Square. And this is the square plot. We got spin feeder. What's this one? 3 acre? 4 acre plot.
4 acre plot.
There's a shooting house there.
Fixing to put in a new culvert on this road bed that goes across the top. Those are guys actually fixing to come and do a drain ditch all the way down through here to keep the water from building up in the middle and getting wet, so you can use all the open ground for food plots. It's a good spot though. I see a lot of deer in here. A lot of deer.
All right, so we just got done shooting some video and the photos and stuff, riding the whole 532 acres. It's hot. I had to change shirts and kind of walk around a little bit and check out the shop that's being built now.
$30 by $30 enclosed. The lean-tos on both sides of the back and the side over here, it's 13 foot each. So technically your building's 43 by 43. But 2 roll-up doors here, another roll-up, smaller roll-up door on the side, single door for access. And a sink, of course water and everything, a wash area, and 2 spots I believe. I think the other one's going to be for a skinning rack area. But gonna have everything you need for a shop for a hunting property.
Yeah, we were just talking about the the lake. There actually is a proposed lake. They're gonna dig a lake, and you said it could be anywhere from what, 7 to 9 acres.
Yeah, 7 to 9 acres roughly.
Just over the hill here.
With the food plot on the back side of the levee. Levee will be your road that you use to cross and go down and head south on the property. It's actually another road that comes out the back here to go through the timber, but it'll be a great spot to sit in the evenings. You have your potential camp or house site right here. You'll be looking over the lake, watching deer and turkeys down the bottom, and then all this open area around it. Whatever the water doesn't fill in, slick this off, have this in food plots, or get grass back growing. But you could have your summer plots right here around your camp. Come here on the weekends, or build your forever home here and have it where you're watching all the wildlife out your back door, off the front porch.
Yeah, it's as turnkey as it gets without having a massive lodge on it. I mean, you've got a house pad and everything to come build whatever house you want. Kind of look over this ridge a little bit and show where that lake's gonna be.
You can hear the dozer in the background. He's doing some road work right now, smoothing out a few spots, filling in a couple little washouts, potholes and stuff on the dirt road in the bottom. He's fixing to go around and do some road work around the place and have that fixed up. But other than that, we're place is in great shape.
Tons of value in this one. It's one of the better ones that I've got to shoot here recently for sure. So we'll have it online when, Brent?
Should have it online by tomorrow.
Okay. All right. It'll be online tomorrow.